over the past 4 decades. Many will be remembered, but there is one that you will never forget. This is Gary Sadlemyer.
Hi, this is Gary Sadlemyer. Busy week ahead on a Good Morning Show.
Gary Sadlemyer, Scott Voorhees, and you on a Good Morning Show.
We welcome Omaha Mayor Jim Suttle to the program. Mr. Mayor, sir. Husker Athletic Director Tom Osborne. Tom, good morning.
Senator Ben Nelson on a Good Morning Show.
Nebraska Attorney General John Bruning joins U.S. Senator Mike Johanns on the program. Nebraska U.S. Senator Ben Nelson. Senator, welcome now. Steve King back to the program. And we're joined now by 2nd District Congressman Wayne Headrick.
From Husker game days to groundbreaking news and entertainment, this is Gary Sadlemyer.
Well, it's a pleasure for me to say a few words about Gary Sadlemyer. We both were here before the stadium was completed, so we're getting a little long in the tooth, but we've had a long history together. And I'd say this about Gary: there's probably no one individual who knows more about more things.
First of all, I believe Gary Sadlemyer is a person of integrity. I've always enjoyed working with him. He's an honest broker of the news. I think he's done a fantastic job.
The fact that he's done it so well for so long, I think, is truly remarkable.
In 35 years in the business, I've never been around a more selfless, giving, talented person such as Gary.
It's often been said that Gary's a very smooth guy when it comes to radio, or when it comes to being the MC of the Omaha Press Club show. Note that I always keep Gary's picture on my wall in my office.
And that's the kind of guy that Gary is. You know, you can have some fun, but yet he can be very serious on the issues that confront our state that are important to the future of Nebraska.
I think Gary's recognition at this dinner this evening is proof that he's finally starting to make it in this business.
Well, what can I say about Gary? After working with him at KFAB for 16 plus years, I would have to say nothing I can say on camera.
The other thing that makes Gary a perfect fit for KFAB is that nobody who ever worked here ever really goes away.
I'd like to thank everyone here for, once again, not voting for me to be in the Nebraska Broadcasting Hall of Fame. I mean, really.
At any given point in time, the intercom would go on, and it would be former KFAB farm director Roger Flemmer asking about, say, who's Dirk Diggler?
No justice in the world.
I remember my first time I was filling in for Roger Goodfeet Olson in the morning, running the board. I was nervous as all hell, and because I got Gary Sadlemyer looking over my shoulder.
It's been a distinct pleasure to work with the man that I listened to on the Husker broadcast when I was a kid, and he was on the Husker broadcast. And
now, Matthew,
we'd listen to him while throwing the football around in the backyard with KFAB on the radio there on the deck.
How long has he been at KFAB? 35 years, something like that? It's amazing. How has this man not been fired?
Back to work. Here, go staple something.
Seriously, how has he not been fired?
Now this is the same guy that's telling me very inappropriate, dirty jokes during the commercial breaks every morning.
This guy is wrong about everything, and yet he's still here?
Can't always say that Tom Becca and I always hit it off just perfectly, but Gary and I have been good friends. And
it's now time for Great Moments in Sadlemyer History.
The year 1492. Gary Sadlemyer guides Christopher Columbus across the ocean blue using his exclusive 3-day weather watch. The year is 1837. Gary Sadlemyer receives his first radio endorsement for the Cotton Gin. 1863. While fighting in the Civil War, Gary Sadlemyer entertained the troops with News You Can Lose and This Day in History, which ironically was that day.
A lot of things can be said about Gary Sadlemyer.
Honest, decent, a person of integrity who does his job very, very well.
He's one of the smartest guys I know. He's one of the most caring and generous guys I know.
He really is what Nebraska's all about.
I've listened to KFAB all my life. I've seen the station change, but the one constant has been Gary Sadlemyer.
He has done something that very few can, and that is he is led by his example.
Behind that idyllic, legendary voice and perspective is one of the kindest, decent, soft-hearted, soft-headed men you ever want to meet.
I don't get to listen to the radio as much as I would like now that I'm governor, but when I do, I listen to Gary Sadlemyer.
This is a guy who every day has given this his very best. And as a result of that, all of us have done the same.
He has stood for honesty, integrity, and innovation for Nebraska broadcasting. And more important than the legacy he has left behind is the unwavering passion he continues to deliver to the people of Nebraska every day. This is Gary Sadlemyer.